Isn't this a nice way to start a Monday morning? Hello, good morning. Look at this Monday morning I have with all these flowers, with a puppy.
Spring.
With a puppy right here. It feels like spring. And I am just coming off of a tremendous birthday week. I had a really incredible birthday celebration. It felt like it went on for a really long time because we started celebrating when we were in Italy. And now today we're coming to you on a Monday morning. I'm just having my come down, and what better way to have a birthday come down than with a gut renew smoothie.
Well, I made you a really nice,
amazing
banana, strawberry, and blood orange.
Wow.
Look how beautiful that is.
That sounds amazing.
With the original gut renew.
With the original, and we do have a gut renew deal today.
We have a couple.
We have a few deals today, but we have specifically one that specifically pertains to gut renew is buy one get one free, original value size.
Buy one get one free. You buy this bag, and you get this one for free. So this is when you sign up for subscription. This bag is usually $99.99. But it's only $89.99 when you sign up for subscription, and then you get another bag for free. So you get 2 bags for $89.99. And this, first of all, is delicious. Would you like a straw or?
Sure, a straw. But you can get one if you sign up for a subscription or not, right?
No, buy one, get one is you have to sign up.
It's only for a subscription. Okay, so buy one, get one free is if you sign up for a subscription.
You can sign up or cancel.
Sign up for a subscription to get the gut renew or for subscription box?
No, subscription for gut renew.
Got it. I mean, I personally, if I didn't get the best protein superfood formula for free all the time, I would be on subscription. Thank you. Because my gut renew, it really just starts the day out right. Like, I'm a little tired. I'm a little exhausted today. We had so much birthday cake.
I need my thyroid.
Why don't you go get her? This seems to be a theme.
You go. Birthday cake.
We had so much birthday cake last night, and just this whole week, so many birthday treats. I'm really happy to have my gut renew right now. I need a little something. You know what I mean? So the gut renew is great. Yeah, like I said, I would be on subscription because it's something that is part of my daily life. And I feel like, you know, when something's part of your daily life like that, it just makes sense to get it on subscription. Also, this buy one, get one free deal is really amazing. And I don't see...
It's the best value.
It's the best value, and I don't see why I wouldn't want gut renew at a better value. And why I wouldn't want it all the time, because I do. My favorite flowers, right? These are ranunculus, right? Mm-hmm. What are these green ones?
Also ranunculus. It's a variegated ranunculus.
Beautiful. Yeah, my mom threw a spectacular birthday.
You guys,
dinner
we had a spring fest last night.
Kind of crazy.
If you look on my Instagram handle, you can see all the details in my story. I'll try to post a reel.
Yeah, because she made some incredible meal. Like,
it was spring. Incredible. I went to the farmer's market. I was like, what's popping? And that's what we had.
Yeah.
We had fresh peas as an appetizer.
I love the peas.
I served them in these little individual cups with lemon zest and fresh mint and butter, or vegan butter for Violet.
Wait, we got a question from Kathy Jarvis. Is gut renew like a protein shake? Yes, it is a superfood protein formula.
20 grams of organic plant-based protein. And they're sprouted fermented protein, so they're the most digestible forms of protein. So really easy on the gut. We wanted to, obviously, it's a protein formula, but it is a gut health protein formula. So it's loaded with gut health nutrients, digestive enzymes, prebiotics, probiotics. It has trifala blend, and it has Jerusalem artichoke, all these things that are very beneficial for the gut, including marshmallow root extract, which is particularly important to protect the lining of the gut. And any of you who have struggled with leaky gut or get bloating or gas or digestive issues, you know how important that delicate lining of the gut wall is. So you also get superfoods, and
it also tastes great. There's no weird aftertaste. You
It's
get so
delicious.
much protein in it, but then you also get
20 grams.
20 grams of protein, but then you also get all of those incredible gut health nutrients. I have a lot of friends who've said they've had a hard time finding a powder that does both until they get gut renew. So
I also want to tell you about, we're so excited to talk to you about our big Spring Fest birthday dinner, but I also, is it high in sugar? No, it has, how many sugars? It has, how many sugars
0.
does it say? It has 0 sugars. So I also want to tell you about our amazing Biotics, because for those of you who understand gut health, you know that our microbiome within the gut is a combination of good bacteria and bad bacteria. And when you have too much, we're always going to have both, but when you have too much bad bacteria, that's when you might be experiencing some of those symptoms that really are uncomfortable. We don't like the way they feel. We don't like the way they look. We can get bloated or gassy. You can have a hard time digesting your food. You might be irregular. You might be constipated, or you might have a problem going too much. It just, our gut health is so important to our overall health. And this is our product line that we developed to really focus on gut health. So obviously you want to get started with Gut Renew, because this is where you cover your bases. You have this delicious smoothie every morning. You're going to be like, this tastes so good. I can't believe I'm doing something good for myself, but that's what's happening. Then the thing that we really recommend is to get started on a probiotic regimen. So, you know, Suzanne always said, if you're only going to take one supplement, let it be a probiotic. And we developed this one that she always said is the best probiotic ever, because it's dual encapsulated. So it helps those live little tiny micro, those live flora to make it all the way into the intestine, so they can help increase your good bacteria and decrease your bad bacteria. And they're tiny little microorganisms. So what it does is it helps it to get past your stomach acid. When they get all the way into the intestine, they kill off the bad bacteria. They repopulate with the good bacteria. We have something in here called
one right now.
Oh, yours is right there, sweetie. Bacteriophage. And then what it does is it helps to increase the good bacteria. So again, we're doing this. We're helping to increase the good bacteria in your gut, which helps to calm all those issues that we're talking about. So that is our probiotic. But what can you do to make your probiotic even more effective?
You can eat a prebiotic.
Oh, we love a prebiotic.
Prebiotic. This is the food for the probiotic. When you think about it, probiotics are alive. They're organisms. Like when you think about when you get a food like that people say is high in probiotics, like yogurt or sauerkraut, those foods are alive. And you can kind of hear the sauerkraut sizzling a little bit because it's alive, actually. But things that are alive need food to prosper. So the food for the probiotic is the prebiotic. So this keeps all the, it's like, you can think about it as in a war, it's like fuel for the good guys. Like the good guys can only
You're
win
feeding the troops.
if they're fueled up, you know?
You
And
gotta
so
feed the troops.
there's the fuel.
Here, let's open this.
Yeah, and they taste really good too. They're chewable.
Yeah,
Because I
this
know
is a
some people
chewable.
have a hard time swallowing pills too. These are chewable.
This is so
great.
delicious.
It's so delicious.
If you joined us late, we're talking about Gut Renew today. We have a buy one, get one free offer on original Gut Renew. You buy one bag on subscription. It brings the price down to $89.99. That is our lowest price on Gut Renew. Then you will get a free bag for signing up for subscription. So you get these 2 bags for $89.99, which is incredible. And then in addition, we have a special on our Biotic products. So our probiotic, our prebiotic, and our postbiotic, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And when you buy this set of 3, you get 1/3 off. So we're doing a big discount when you buy all 3 together. It's 33% off. It's usually $150 for all 3. You get it for $99.99, which gets you free shipping as well. So you have, again, probiotic to get those healthy microbiome and kill off the bad microbiome. I mean, the bad guys. Then you take the prebiotic to feed the probiotic, And then now we also have a postbiotic. You guys, this is an exciting product because number one, it's in a gummy. It tastes incredible.
Tastes so good. Give me one.
Yeah, get this.
What's the flavor? It's like banana pineapple.
It's a pineapple banana. It tastes,
So good.
it's tropical. It's delicious. But postbiotic, that's so good.
Christy said, best probiotic I've ever used. Can't live without it. I agree.
Look how cute it looks in our little lineup today.
So cute.
Postbiotic is a little confusing to some people. A postbiotic is what happens after the probiotic eats the prebiotic. It's like it's almost like when a cow fertilizes the land where it eats the grass with its own manure. So what happens is that soil becomes more fertile, the grass that grows becomes healthier, and then the cow eats the grass. So this is how the postbiotic is how we improve the area where we want the probiotics to populate. So where we want that healthy microflora to populate, the postbiotic is giving you the best environment for them to grow and populate. So one is food, the other is the healthy environment. And what happens overall is we're consistently giving those good bacteria a way to flourish, and we're tamping down the bad bacteria. So what happens during that process? You might feel your stomach getting flatter. You might feel your elimination being more regular. You might feel better energy. Your brain might feel more clear. All the things that happen when your gut is healthy, there's such a cascade of symptoms that can be off if your gut is off, and that can be improved if your gut is intact. Your neurotransmitters, 80% of your neurotransmitter production happens from a healthy gut. So things that make you feel calm, happy, joyful, all of those things. If your gut is off, you are not making
sayonara to your brain health.
I mean, tell it, Violet. She's been there.
Well, I've been there definitely. When I had Lyme disease, I was my gut was very compromised. I had multiple chemical sensitivities. I was just completely intoxicated, and my gut was very compromised. I couldn't really digest food.
You were intoxicated?
Yeah, because I had benzene toxicity, I had trichothecene toxicity, and all of that affects the gut too. And so, like, I couldn't digest food properly, and it severely affected my brain health. It happened to be I already had ADD and OCD, and I guess that might be getting into like claims and stuff, so I'm not trying to get into any of that. But I know that, like, you know,
but that was resulted from gut health issues.
Yeah, I mean, I still have ADD and OCD, but I'm just saying the way I can manage those things now is so different. I'm able to live in the world and work like a normal person and everything. When my gut was compromised, I had terrible anxiety, depression, and the ADD was just off the charts. It's like I couldn't focus on anything if you asked me to. And now, you know, I can be a little machine at times, you know, and it's just a big difference. Even now when my gut gets kind of off, I notice a difference in the way that I'm thinking, you know, and in the brain fog and everything. Just a lot of unwanted symptoms can come from.
Well, and we really had to go on a journey to get Violet's health in order, which we did.
And it's not a straight line. It's not A to B. It's like an A to Z journey sometimes. But probiotics have always been part of it. And what was really part of it was gut renew. Because this was gut renew before we had gut renew. My mom and grandma were looking at formulas to try to help me, and because we had been through it,
well, I mean, we had so many ingredients that we used.
Exactly. They saw the ingredients that were helping me, and they kept adding more, and that's how they formulated gut renew.
Well, I mean, really what happened is that Violet had a hard time digesting any food. She would just get so bloated or inflamed, like her little face would swell up, and I had to find the most digestible form of protein for her. I had to find something that tasted good so she would actually take it. And then I loaded it with all of these gut health nutrients to try to help, again, turn this ship around. And she was taking so many supplements, and it's so gaggy to take that many supplements. She, at the time, her doctor had her on 9 probiotics a day.
9? I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yes.
that.
And she was also doing glutathione drips, and I mean, it was really an extensive treatment program. So then when it came time to, okay, our girls are on top of their gut health, I said, I would really like to help create a formula where we can load this with everything that we did to help you guys get well. And we did so much research on it. And I said to Suzanne, I'd really like to not be limited by price. I would like to use the best ingredients that we know are effective. And so that's what we did with the Gut Renew. We used the best types of organic plant-based proteins that we could find: sprouted, fermented, pea, rice, hemp, and Sasha Inky protein. We loaded this with 5 different gut health nutrients, digestive enzymes, a probiotic fermented blend, a prebiotic Jerusalem artichoke, trifala, and marshmallow root extract. And then we put all kinds of immune support boosters in it, like superfoods like ginger, turmeric, sea buckthorn, Ceylon cinnamon, shiitake mushrooms, all things that you hear about that are in various types of health and wellness drinks. We put a ton of phytogreens, fruits, and vegetables. So chlorella, spirulina, alfalfa sprout, barley grass, wheatgrass, which are both gluten-free, beetroot, carrot, kale, spinach, acai, apple, grape, broccoli, sprouts. Sea minerals, you know how important minerals are. Suzanne taught us so much about that. So all of these things you will find in Gut Renew. It really covers your bases every morning, and you're gonna love taking your delicious nutrients.
I've never met someone who's taking Gut Renew who hasn't come back to me and said, oh my God, I need it every morning.
Someone needs to be blocked. We
Okay, I'll go block.
So that's why we are coming to you with this big special. And in addition, blocking. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, ladies. And then in addition, these biotics this is such an exciting trio. Since we launched them, I have never had all 3 in stock at one time. So you can now get our advanced probiotic with the prebiotic, which is food for the probiotic, and now these delicious gummies. You can get all 3 for 33% off. Back up, sweetie, so both. There you go.
This is $99.99 for all 3. I would jump on that deal, especially if you're looking for a little gut makeover, or if you just want a little bit of maintenance for your gut. Taking all 3 of these is so good for your gut health.
So good. And someone said you were confused because yes, it is best to take your postbiotic 1 hour before your meal in the morning, and then another one an hour before your meal at night. And then the other 2 you can take whenever. Can we talk about our Spring Fest?
I think it's time.
You guys, we had a birthday dinner last night.
It's like I really have a new appreciation for spring.
It was
We're
amazing.
having a good spring too. Sometimes it's really rainy in April. It's kind of a drag. But right now, this spring, we're talking floral. We're talking light and fresh foods.
I went to the farmer's market yesterday. It was popping, so I got all these beautiful ranunculus.
Beautiful.
I'm going to run through my menu. If you want to look at my Instagram, at Caroline Summers, you can click through my stories before they disappear.
You should make a reel.
I'll make a reel too. We had fresh sauteed peas as an appetizer with lemon zest and butter. They were incredible.
The most insane peas I've ever had.
We also had, I didn't even show this on what we had, fresh fava beans
Yeah.
with pecorino and olive oil and salt, which is what they serve in Italy this time of year. You'll just go in, the tables will just have a few fava beans on them, which is,
That was awesome.
yeah, that's fun. For our first course, we had a cress salad, cress are sprouts, and they're just a little bit peppery, not like arugula, not that peppery, but so bright green, beautiful. And I served it with watermelon radishes and kumquats. The kumquats are in season right now, and I love them. They're tart, and they're small, and they're delicious on salad. So I made a Meyer lemon olive oil vinaigrette.
That vinaigrette was so
You
good.
liked it.
The whole salad was so amazing. It
And
was
so
fresh.
pretty, and it looked like this.
I have to be honest, salads usually freak me out. I don't want anything to do with them unless I make it or unless someone I trust has made it. But I'm freaked out by salad in general. That was the best thing I've ever had. Because it wasn't disgusting. You know what I mean? It was like...
I never find salad disgusting. It was fresh. It was bright.
Okay, I'm sorry. Iceberg lettuce with like a chopped salad situation when there's a heavy white dressing. I can't.
Violet's traumatized by ranch.
I can't.
I love
Blue
a good
cheese
ranch.
dressing, I can't.
Love it.
Oh, light lettuces, get me out of there. I'm out. So anyway.
Okay, then for dinner, first of all, I made beautiful side vegetables. I had tiny little heirloom carrots, and I found these wonderful looking baby leeks at the market. And so I decided to roast those, and I used olive oil and honey, a little bit of red chili flakes, salt and pepper. And then I cut some kumquats in half and roasted them with the vegetables. This was inspired. It really was inspired.
The leeks, the carrots, the kumquat, and some of the carrots were like really small, you know,
and got kind of caramelized.
Exactly, because they were like the fresh carrot. You know, when you go to the regular supermarket, you have those big humdrum carrots. These were like
they were sweet,
really delicate.
And then the
carrots.
kumquats, because they're tart, but they would get a little. It was like the tart, the sweet,
it was
the
so
salty,
the
sour,
caramelized. It was
really good. And then I roasted some beautiful asparagus with Meyer lemon, and then, you know, my girl here, she doesn't eat gluten, she doesn't eat dairy, she doesn't eat eggs. So I really wanted to make something. I wanted to make something special, and I ended up figuring out. Oh, hi, Haley. I ended up figuring out how to make a gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free pesto with homemade gnocchi. And wowee.
It was so good.
Pillowy. Oh, I wanted to see you and try all those cakes. We're getting to the cake, Haley. Okay, so we're at the gnocchi. So the gnocchi, all I did was bake the potatoes. I mixed them with a gluten-free flour and olive oil, salt and pepper. And then I kneaded the dough. I rolled it out into ropes. I cut it. I created the little ridges in the gnocchi. And then you just boil them, and I toss them in a literal pool of the most beautiful pesto with no cheese in it for Violet. I am telling you, soft, pillowy, like covered verdant hills. It was so
crazy. They were in a pool of pesto. And pesto is one of my favorite things. So when my mom wanted to cook, I was like, pesto maybe?
Yes.
And honestly, I didn't even really think about gnocchi that much ever in my life. I haven't ever cared about gnocchi because sometimes it can be really heavy. But my mom was like, trust me, I'm really inspired. And I was like, okay, whatever you're inspired by is going to be great. So she made it, and it was so soft and fluffy. They were like
well, the thing
pillows.
is, I was going to make one for the allergy people, and then I was going to make another one for me. But I tested yours, and it was so good that I was like, you know what? Done.
Because they were light. They were really light, you know?
So I think we're doing a cooking show on Friday. Maybe I'll make those.
Okay, whatever you want.
Because that way you guys
I'll eat it again.
Well, you guys can all eat them. Otherwise, I was going to make something different, but I'm just like, only Bruce and I will be able to eat it. So if Daisy and Camellia and you are here, I could make that gnocchi again, and then you guys can all eat it.
I would not.
And then I can show you guys how to make it. And then Violet made
the cake?
She made a masterclass of
I'll tell you a little bit
4
about
cakes.
the cakes, but I still want to do an Instagram reveal on my page about the cakes.
Yes.
But I'll tell you a bit about the cakes.
Okay.
So I had an idea for these cakes. I don't know if you ever remember this is very Zanny reminiscent because she used to like dream of ideas, and she had a dream once. For some reason, I've been thinking about her all week because I know she was with me baking that cake. I kept hearing her voice. And so she had a dream once about this cake that she wanted to make me for my birthday. It was right around spring.
Oh, that's right.
And she had a dream, and she said, Violet, I had a dream about the cake I want to make you. So let's make this cake together. So we spent all day making this cake, and then we frosted it. It was like a double layer cake. And then she said, okay, now this is the special part. Let's go out into the garden and get some leaves. So we got all the leaves from the garden from like non-poisonous leaves, you know? And then we melted chocolate and we painted all the leaves with chocolate. And then we put them in the fridge and let them set and then peeled the leaf off of it and then put them all in the cake. And it looked like one giant flower.
So beautiful.
It was so beautiful and so sweet. And that's just the type of person she was, to be like, oh, it's my granddaughter's birthday. Let me do something really special for her.
And it's the activity. It's not just
Exactly.
the presentation. And
we cooked together so much. Like every time I had a sleepover at Zanny and Zeta's house, like we would bake something because she knew I loved baking, and like we both loved baking. Me crying. It's like Lori crying. And, but anyway, it was really, really sweet. And so I was just thinking about her because I thought of these cakes when I was traveling back from Rome. I had like this crazy itinerary. It took me like a day to even get to Rome, and then a day to get back home from Rome. And I was in this taxi ride where I thought I was gonna die, but I was like, this guy was going 140 miles per hour. And anyway,
it was kilometers.
Kilometers, but still, it was really fast. And anyway, I got to this really shitty hotel. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that. It was a really, let's say it wasn't the nicest hotel I've ever been to. Little rundown. But I was so happy just to be there. And I started writing in my diary and thinking about all these cakes I wanted to make. And I was like, oh my God, thinking about all these flavor combinations, like crazy sort of floral flavors. And it's like, it's spring. And I had seen that this trend of like princess cakes online. And I really wanted to try something with fondant or whatever, but I was like, this is quite an activity. So this day I got home, I started, and I was like, I got a recipe test. I was recipe testing for a week, for 2 weeks.
Jeff kept saying, your daughter was up until 4 a.m. last night making cakes.
Yeah, I was staying up so late baking these cakes because I knew I had a deadline. It was my birthday. I was like, these are all for me. We made 4 different types of cake, and let me just say, all that testing, all that hard work paid off. Because
I mean,
it was crazy. There wasn't one.
There wasn't one flop. There really wasn't.
But I have to say, I sort of anticipated this. That's why I did all the testing.
Not. Even when you take out the first piece of the first slice,
I know, I didn't know it was going to go that well.
You can see a little bit of the preview on my stories.
Yes.
Violet is going to post something on her Instagram, so you can
I know,
because
I don't know how much I want to give away here.
Can we just show a little?
Okay, you can show. You can get it.
Okay, which one?
Maybe the pink one.
The purple.
No, the pink one.
Okay, is it outside or inside?
No, it's right there in the fridge. So I made 4 different types. I was gonna make 3 different types, but then my sister doesn't eat dairy. I don't usually eat dairy, but I was gonna eat dairy for these cakes. And so I made one was completely dairy-free. They're all gluten-free and egg-free. And it was very exciting. Oh wait, Tammy said, I was a pastry chef for years, love watching your videos. Oh, you could probably teach me something, Tammy. I was kind of winging it. And that's the other thing. It was like making lemon curd. I had to make it like a vegan lemon curd because I couldn't use eggs. So there were a lot of sort of things that weren't typical. But you can see, here's one of them. And I had so much fun with the design. Here's one of them. Look at this. Look at this.
I mean, are you kidding? Look at the layers.
Yeah. I'm going to post more on my page, but just be patient. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Yeah.
This is so heavy.
I know, it's really heavy.
But she made everything. She made the fondant. She made the flowers.
Yeah.
She made the little pearls.
The
And look how well it cut.
Yeah.
This is a princess cake for a princess birthday.
Princess cake.
Oh, okay, that's heavy.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
Okay, if you're joining us a little late, we have a juxtaposition of cake and gut health. These are our 3 Biotics that are on sale today. This is the first time we've done this in a 3-pack because frankly, they've all been selling out so quickly. I've had a hard time getting all 3 in stock. The ProBiotic, the PreBiotic, and the postbiotic. So this is a way to help support your gut health, to help improve your microbiome so you have more good bacteria, less bad bacteria, to help with bloating, to help with digestion, to help with having regular elimination. This is a trio that I highly, highly recommend. This is a capsule, this is a chewable, and this is a gummy. One of each. Really great. So these normally would be $149.97 for all 3, but you can get them today in this kit for only $99.99, and that is 33% off, and it's available at SuzanneSummers.com. But also, we also have a deal on Gut Renew. This is our value size bag of Gut Renew. This is, we normally sell for $99.99. It's 30 servings. When you sign up for subscription, the price goes down to $89.99. But we are offering a free bag when you sign up for subscription. So a free $100 bag when you sign up to get the $89.99 deal. Incredible, 2 incredible bargains today.
Will pastry be a new path for you or a hobby? I don't really know. I really seem to like doing everything possible besides sports and math. So I don't.
But you need math for baking. See?
No,
You're
I'm
good at math when it
actually
comes to baking.
I'm not actually terrible at math.
You
Some
use
people
math.
think I'm
You
bad
use
at
math in fashion.
I use a lot of math in fashion, yeah. But I just mean like I'm actually good at numbers with finances too. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty good with numbers, honestly. I'm not terrible. Right and left.
Spreadsheet, not her thing.
No, but I've actually made some like you'd be surprised. I'm low-key talented at spreadsheets. I just don't know the formulas. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh, but I really had so much fun doing this. Okay, maybe I'll tell you some of it because I don't know how much I'm gonna post. But I do want you to follow me because I'll post pictures of the other cakes so you can see how the other ones turned out.
4 cakes like this. Like
4
one
cakes.
would have been.
And the designs were so beautiful. I've been sketching them out for a while, recipe testing, trying things. This one was bottom layer. Cake layers are pistachio cake, gluten-free vegan pistachio cake. And then in between those layers is a homemade raspberry compote with raspberries, fresh raspberries that we're cooking on the stove, low and slow for maybe an hour. Really amazing. And then we have on top a rose chantilly cream. Rose chantilly.
It was just barely scented.
Just barely rose with the pistachio and the raspberries. It was amazing. How do I follow you on Instagram? My handle is @VioletSummers. Sometimes you have to type in the whole thing because I think I was shadow blocked in my like college years. So Violet Summers. I was kind of a crazy girl. So that's this one. But then we had a lot of different flavor profiles, and I think I was just really inspired by flowers. I made another one that was lemon cake with a blackberry compote, or compote, I don't know how you say it, and lemon curd, vegan lemon curd, and then some violet whipped, or some violet chantilly cream. It was like a violet flavor. And then I made another one that was pistachio cake with layers of vanilla buttercream and orange curd and an orange blossom chantilly. And then I made another one actually that was almond cake with strawberry compote and vegan vanilla buttercream. So
I mean, it was
really awesome. It was really awesome.
Yeah. So you guys, that is our show for today. We are just all things spring, enjoying this beautiful day. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Wednesday with, it will be Alan with Leslie and Daisy and Violet.
And I also want to say one thing. The reason that I love taking care of my gut health is because I don't want to have to be so strict with my diet all the time. I want to be able to indulge at times and to enjoy great things. And I've been at a place where I was so compromised that I couldn't enjoy any of this. because I just couldn't digest it. So cheers to gut health and cheers to being able to indulge at times when you want to.
Yeah, amazing. Thanks for joining us, you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Okay,
Should
we
I
have
do
to
it?
turn off the camera now.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it.